In today's video, we're going to talk about dating over the age of 50. Do you know that 25% of all Americans between the ages of 45 and 59 are single? That's an alarming amount of people. And do you know that 19.2 million adults over the age of 65 are not married, they're single? But I'm here to present this video, and I'm here to ask you, are you prepared to go out and date? Do you remember what to do? Do you remember the ins, the outs, the do's, the don'ts, the rights, the wrongs to dating? Well, if you don't want to miss this video. What's going on, guys? And I welcome all of you to my grooming, fitness, and lifestyle channel for guys over 50 who want to up their game, look, and feel better about themselves. So gentlemen, at any time during this video, you like what you see, you love what you hear, do me a favor. Give me one of these because it will definitely help this channel grow. And don't forget to hit the subscribe bell. All right, so let's talk about this. All right, I want to ask you something. Do you even remember how to date? All right, if you are a guy in your 50s, upper 50s, or even a guy in your 60s, do you remember how to date? It may be 30, 40 years since you had a date. And the problem that most guys, most mature men are going to have is you become complacent, okay? With your looks, with your hygiene, with your workout routine. And guess what, guys? Do you know that all of these mature women that you're seeking, their standards have gone through the ceiling, okay? This is not their first rodeo, okay? So their criteria in finding the men, they're gonna be through the ceiling. So you gotta be on game. You gotta be on point. And are you taking the necessary steps to do that? You know, you cannot lie on these dating apps because guess what? You're gonna have to meet that girl. You're gonna have to show up. And when you show up and you don't look anything like your picture or your weight is 20 or 30 pounds different, do you think that they're not going to know that? Do you think that that's not going to put a bad taste right in their mouth? So you're already behind the 8 ball right when you walk in the door. So in today's video, guys, I'm going to give you several tips on how to land and keep that date. Tip number 1 has to do with your profile picture. Now, what am I talking about? I'm not talking about your mugshot, okay? I'm talking about the dating profile picture that you put on your dating apps, okay? Let's face it, gentlemen, it's gonna be harder than hell to meet women, so where do you meet them? The dating apps, okay? And the number 1 cardinal sin is to post older pictures of yourself, okay? So guys, I don't want you posting a picture of yourself from 10 or 15 years ago. I don't even want you posting a picture of yourself from 5 years ago because that's not your current look. And if you don't believe me, take that picture, grab your buddy, and ask him, do I look the same? You're gonna get his honest opinion. And the number 1 thing your date from the mature woman is going to be looking for, the number 1 thing, she's going to be looking to see if you look like your profile picture. And if you lied and you turned her stomach to where she wants to vomit, you're already behind the 8 ball because you've already lost her trust. You lost her trust without even saying a word. Now you're behind the 8 ball. Now you got to catch up the whole date, and now you got to earn it again, okay? That's what gets hard. So do yourself a favor. Post current pictures. Guys, that would be like you. If you came to that date and that girl looked like hell or didn't look anything like her profile picture, what would you do? You're no different. Post current pictures. So all of us older guys, when we get over the age of 50, what do we want? We want younger girls, okay? But is that possible? Well, yes, in our mind, it is. Listen, if I threw 10, 15 guys all in one room and I interviewed all of them, each and every one of those guys would say, yes, 100% Frank, I can get a girl 10 or 15 years younger than me. You know, that's the bubble that we're in. We all see ourselves as these prima donnas, the best looking guys out there, when in fact, we're not. But that's, again, the bubble we're in. So I want you to stop being an asshole and take a realistic look at this, okay? On the dating scene, maybe you do 7 years younger to 7 years older. That's the age limit that I want you to focus on, okay? Could you find someone 7 years younger? Yes. Can you find someone 7 years older? You can. But you know what? You may not want that older girl until she takes out her bankroll, until she starts flipping hundos on the counter like it's candy out of her purse, okay? That's probably going to change your mind, right? And if she is a good-looking woman, what's wrong with that, okay? Especially if she's going to take care of you. Listen, most of these mature women out there, again, it's not their first rodeo, so what do they want? They want someone to take care of them for the rest of their life. So what's wrong with the guys reversing that? What's wrong with a guy finding a woman that can take care of him for the rest of her life? So what if she's a couple years older? If she's good looking and she wants to bankroll you, go for it. Guys, what I don't want you doing, especially on that first date, is I do not want you talking about your previous relationship, okay? You know, you're gonna do the cry game. You're gonna just bring it up and say, you know what? I was the innocent guy here. I did everything right. It was all her. And guys, that is nothing but purebred bullshit, okay? You're no angel and your ex was no angel. Just like the woman that you are now sitting across from on your date, she was no angel like her ex was no angel. We're not angels. The best advice that I can give you, if it's brought up on the first date, is simply say, you know what? It didn't work out between the both of us. Both of us had our quirks. Be a man. Show that you're taking ownership, you know, for faults, okay, in your relationship, and talk about what you want to do to better yourself. Things that you're going to do different. Things that you're looking to prosper with the next person. She's going to really like that, and you're going to get on the good side of her right off the bat. Guys, one of my favorite tips is make sure you let that woman know what your needs are. And what I mean by this is, what do you want to do with the rest of your life, okay? I know what I want to do. You know, my goals and ambitions are to travel, to have a winter home in either Florida or California or Arizona. Okay, if that's what you want to do, you better make damn sure that the woman that you're seeking has compatible interests like you do. Because if she doesn't, you are going to live in misery. You're going to live in hell. You're going to live in dire straits. And that's not what you want to do with this mate. So whatever you do, don't rush. Just because you find someone who's maybe good looking and it's like, oh my God, I don't want to lose her, so I'm going to settle. Don't do it, because you just got out of a relationship that you settled. That's why you're out of it. So whatever you do, make sure she shares the same interests that you do. All right, so guys, things are not going to be the way they were when you were either 20 or 25 years old. If you think that you're going to go on a date and you're going to get that girl and you're going to bang her in the back seat of your car, you're on crack cocaine, okay? This is a mature woman. This is a classy woman. It's not like your high school days, okay? Yes, you are a male sexual carnivore, okay? I understand where your thinking is. That never changes. But guys, what I want you to do is I want you to back off the sexual tension, okay? Give it time. And when that woman gives you the green light to get in her panties, I want to reverse this on you. Are you ready? And what I'm talking about, guys, are you ready? You ever see this? Okay, does this look familiar? Okay, unless you're the Italian stallion, you better be able to perform. She's giving you that green light to have a sexual encounter with her. You better be able to perform, because if you fail her on that first time, she's probably not going to give you another chance, okay? It's going to be nothing but utter disappointment. So what do we do about it, okay? Make sure you're prepared, okay? If you are having erectile issues, problems, problems, okay, go seek help. Go seek help right now. There's several different remedies to make sure that you can be stout. All right, guys, so I'm getting ready to wrap up this video. So there's so many more tips that I can give you, but for the length of this video, we're going to stop it right here, besides the obvious that I'm going to talk about. So I think one of the main things, guys, is you got to have your grooming on point, okay? No exceptions. And when I'm talking about, guys, take a look at your haircut. Make sure your haircut is current and up to date. Look at your eyebrows. Get your eyebrows trimmed, your ear hair, your nose hair. I want everything to be on point. Because, gentlemen, you are going to be literally a foot and a half away from that woman, okay? You don't want her being distracted by some unsightly facial hair, nose hairs, and bad grooming, okay? And pay attention to the clothes you wear, guys. Maybe you go out, maybe you shop for some new up-to-date clothing. You know, if you're going to pull something out of your closet that you've been wearing for the last 5 or 6 years, chances are, guys, it's out of date, okay? First impressions with this woman is everything. It's lasting. What I want you to do, guys, is I want you to compliment her. Compliment her right when she walks in the door. And guys, I'm talking from the neck up, okay? Never go to the danger zone, okay? That's gonna go a long way. Be a class act and act your age. Guys, that concludes today's video. You know, if you did like it, give it a thumbs up. I'm going to ask you one more time to hit that subscribe bell because you don't want to miss my next video. My name is Frank Bennardo. I'm out of here.